Donna bought a dress at a 30% off sale for $42. What was the original price of the dress? Okay, let's write down what we know. She paid $42. She bought it at a 30% off sale, so it is minus 30%. That's what we know. We're going to use a ratio table to solve this problem. We put a percent at the top and a dollar amount at the top. Okay, now we always start a problem with 100%. That's our starting place. And we're going to subtract 30%. So that leaves us with 70%. She must have paid 70% of the regular retail price for the dress. And since she paid $42 for the dress, that's the 70%. That's the equivalent, so it goes on the same line. Now, we don't know the original price of the dress. Actually, that's the question. And we also don't know the discount. If we knew the discount, our problem would be easy because we could just add 42 and the discount, and we would get the original price of the dress. But we don't know that. What we do have is ratios. We know that 100 over 70 is going to have the same relationship as x over 42 because x is 100% of the price of the dress and 42 is 70% of the price of the dress. Okay, so now what we have to do is solve for x because x is the variable that we want to find. So what I need to do is get x by itself, so I'm going to multiply 42 on both sides using my multiplication property of equality, and therefore 42 and 42 cancel out because 42 over 42 is just 1, and so 42 times 100 over 70 is equal to x. Now I could do the big math with the big numbers, 4200 over 70, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to factor because I can make this problem much simpler that way. 42 is 6 times 7, 100 is 10 times 10, and 70 is 7 times 10. And I can then factor out the 10 and the 10 because they just equal 1. 7 over 7 is 1, so they factor out. There's nothing left in the bottom, but that doesn't mean there's 0 there. That means our invisible 1 comes into play. And so our answer, our x, is 6 times 10 over 1, or just 60. Now if we substitute back 60 in the table for x, that means that 60 minus the discount equals 42. So 60 minus 18 is going to be 42, and that kind of makes sense because 6 times 10%, or 6 times 0.1, or 60 times 10% is equal to $6. So 10% off would be minus $6. 30% off would be minus $18 because 18 is 6 times 3. So 60 minus 18 is 42. And 42 is actually 70%. And if 10% of the original purchase price is $6, 70% of the original purchase price would be 7 times 6 is 42. So in every way, this answer checks out.